Hey, love bugs, the love grind. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad to be here with you. I love that you're here with me. And tonight we're going to be talking about decoding the signs of disconnection in our relationships. And that's a big thing for the love addict. It's detrimental to the love addict, it's detrimental to our mental health. So we're going to talk about that tonight and how you can tell those signs and back together, or if you need a split, okay? I just want to let you know I am not a licensed therapist, love bug. So if you or anybody you know signs of addiction, please reach out for professional help. Also, I want to let you know I'm getting my content tonight from a site called celebrateagain.org. If you want to get on there and get some more information on the things that we're talking about tonight, please feel free to do that. Please log on to Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or X and check out our wonderful content. I have some great quizzes up there this week, great information about couples, gay and straight, so you'll love that. Let's get right into it, love bugs. Okay, shit, it's been a long week for me. Oh, I'm still here in this halfway house, and believe me, it is very challenging not to take off and leave, but I can't. It's court ordered, so here I am. Okay, let's get into it. The real reason feeling disconnected from your partner. Let's talk about it. Feeling disconnected from your partner? Well, first, I want you to know you're not alone, love bugs, and feeling disconnected in your relationship. How many of us face pure loneliness in a way we haven't ever experienced before? Tons of us are surrounded by people and are so lonely, and I am victim to that. I've lived in big cities, surrounded by people now, and you feel lonely and singular. Not a good feeling, love bugs. The pandemic shed light on how easily we could isolate ourselves further from each other, and most importantly, ourselves. How easy it was to drown ourselves in anything that keeps us from feeling the pain we all so deeply face, loneliness. But what if feeling disconnection in a relationship is merely a facade? What if the true source of your disconnection lies within yourself? Ooh, that's deep. Isn't that deep, love bugs? I mean, since I've been here, I've been digging really deep in myself. It starts within. If you love yourself and you're your own soulmate, it's hard to feel lonely. It's just solitude. So to learn the difference. Feeling disconnected in a relationship is a common experience, but it's essential to recognize that it doesn't have to become normal. It can manifest as emotional distance, a lack of communication, feeling sexually disconnected from your partner, relationship problems, or feelings of loneliness and intimacy. The underlying causes of disconnection vary, love bugs, but the key factor often lies in feeling detached from oneself. So if you're feeling detached, that's going to show to your partner, and it's going to feel like disconnection, and sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is. I know in my last relationship, I can feel the disconnect. It was like a big elephant in the room. I tried to fix it, but sometimes that makes it worse. The other person starts to feel resentful towards you for trying so hard and it doesn't work. So if the disconnect is something that you can feel and cut some scissors with, maybe it's time to rethink your relationship status. Really think about that. Sometimes reconnecting is not an option if the other person has already checked out. All right, love bugs, when we feel disconnected from ourselves, we cannot connect with others because we don't even understand our own needs and desires, let alone how to communicate those. This can often lead to a lot of disappointment in relationships and a lack of desire to continue in them. I've done this often, love bugs. The moment I feel distant in any relationship that I have to go in and question what it is that I'm not communicating with my needs and desires. What is it in me that isn't being witnessed and that needs a voice? Okay, so a lot of self-reflection, love bugs. Remember that. It doesn't have to always be the other person. Sometimes it's up to us to do some self-recovery. I put a quiz up on my site called a self-awareness quiz. Check it out on Facebook and Instagram. Take it. It's a free quiz and see where you're lacking at. Are you ready to discover the connection? Here are some signs, love bugs, of feeling disconnected from your partner. Signs of emotional disconnection in a relationship. Let's go over them. One is a lack of communication. You constantly feel it's hard to express yourself or state your needs. Abstinence of intimacy. Ooh, that's a big one for me. When he stopped wanting to touch me and do certain things to me in the bedroom, I was like, what the fuck? Because, men always want something and start to, not want anything or not coming to bed. There's something really there. So you got to really look into yourself and see what's happening here. What can I touch? An emotional connection can become rare or non-existent, leaving both partners feeling distant and disconnected. What about unresolved conflicts, love bugs? Persistent unresolved conflicts create a sense of emotional distance and hinder the growth of emotional connection. It can often feel like walking on eggshells. What about feeling alone even when we're together? You feel a sense of isolation and loneliness even when the presence of your partner is there. He could be doing one thing and you're doing a whole nother thing, and it feels like they're miles away. Loss of shared interests. You no longer engage in shared activities or interests that once brought you closer together. There's a noticeable decline in your ability to empathize and understand each other's emotions and needs. When they see you crying or you're angry about something or withdrawn and they just don't give a shit, those are some red flags, such as constant criticism and defensiveness, create an emotional barrier and erode connection. Okay? Discover why you have these patterns, okay? Emotional neglect. One or both partners fail to meet each other's clearly communicated emotional needs, leading to a growing sense of disconnection. And last but not least, love bugs is trust issues. A lack of trust or betrayal can severely damage an emotional connection and create an emotional distance between partners. That was so awesome to just have some clarity on some of those signs, love bugs. If you're seeing any of these signs, maybe it's time for you to reconnect in other ways. Maybe talk to your partner, maybe understand what your partner is trying to say, or just open your heart and empathize with them. Maybe it's something small. If it's unresolved issues, maybe you guys need to cool off and take a moment and go back and speak to each other. If it's something that you need to pull out of in your relationship, maybe it's time to go separate ways. Sometimes you can't forgive one another. Sometimes you can't feel for one another anymore. And those are signs that you maybe need to get out of that relationship. To the loved addict, these are very serious. They're detrimental because you want to be loved so much. And I am victim of that also. But sometimes you have to find love within yourself. And doing so, you might have to separate from that person. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself fully. Because again, once you love yourself fully, you can show that love to somebody else. Love Bugs, I'm so glad that you tuned in tonight and you listened to Love Grind. I look forward to you tuning in next week to the show. We'll have another great topic, Love Bugs. Please make all the decisions you can this week with your heart. Have a great week. And until next time, Love Bugs, I'm out.